And now, our president, Jonathan Lash.
So, you know I love you guys. You absolutely amaze me. That's probably enough, right? I don't need to say anything. Okay, trustees, speakers, faculty, staff, families, friends, graduates, welcome to Hampshire's 44th commencement. Amazing. A soggy night and a brilliant day. We couldn't do better. What a day for celebration of the latest generation of ringers of the bell. I want to start by specially recognizing some of our colleagues who have helped to shape Hampshire and all of our lives and who are retiring. I want to start with Maddie Marquez. Does she define what tough love is about? Is she an inspiration? Is she somebody who truly believes in the students she works with? Maddie, I don't see you out there. We are so proud and so grateful for what you have done. I want also to recognize Linda McDaniel, the longtime secretary in Haku. There are so many generations of faculty and students whose lives have worked better because Linda was able to answer their questions, help them with their stupid problems, and enable them to move forward. She never said that, but and there are, that wasn't in the script. There are 4 beloved faculty who are retiring. Charlene Devanzo, professor of ecology, Lori Nisanoff, professor of economics, Ken Hoffman, professor of mathematics, and David Kelly, associate professor of mathematics. They're retiring after more than a century, collectively, of sharing their love of learning, their passion for understanding with their students. We'll miss them on behalf of the entire Hampshire community and generations of students. I thank them and wish them well. And of course to you guys. So we've spent 3 years together. I can't thank you enough. You're making the transition from Div 3 to Div Free. You have each of you done the absolutely remarkable thing of creating your own customized, unique education because you're unique people. The Dr. Seuss really got it right. It's been so much fun to work with you. It's a little trite to say it. You're ready to move on. We're not ready to lose you. Please, please stay in our lives. It's going to be a kick to see what you do in the world. And I want to add my thanks to the families that made it possible for these remarkable young people to spend time with us. I never get over how important it is that you're willing to trust us with your children, your brothers, your sisters, your nieces, nephews, grandchildren for a period of time. I hope you're as proud of them as we are. Thank you for all you've done, for all the sacrifices, the support, and the love. And then there's the whole Hampshire family, the inspiring faculty, the amazing and dedicated staff. Look at the way they got this place together. You remember this field was a mud hole a week ago. Students who make the process of shared learning so endlessly exciting and unpredictable and rewarding. To reiterate something that characterizes this whole experiment, Hampshire was created on the premise that if a school could shift the focus from teaching to learning, the results might be extraordinary. Well, here you are the proof. I've told you before, like so many people at Hampshire, I'm here because of the students, and you make me realize that that choice was exactly right. In this inquiry-driven curriculum, you have imagined questions, wrestled with the maddening way that the search for answers only deepens the question. You've recruited faculty to advise and challenge you, ignored conventional approaches, invented ways to turn ideas into action, as Gay said, and that skill, it turns out, will stay with you and empower you. We can see that in what Hampshire alums are doing every day. Some months ago, we interviewed many of you to try to better understand what makes a student who thrives at Hampshire. Your answers were remarkable and remarkably consistent. You're independent-minded. Well, that's not news. You are driven more by questions than answers, more by what you want to know than what you're told to learn. Did I mention that you're independent-minded? You are creative, you are innovative, and often irreverent. You're motivated by ideas and curiosity, not by grades or competition. I did say independent-minded. One other quality, perhaps the most interesting and certainly the most important. You have, to a remarkable extent, the capacity for empathy, that precious combination of soul and heart that allows you to put yourself in another's shoes, to feel what they feel. We heard that from you again and again. Empathy animates your incredible passion for justice. Yeah, Hampshire students can be ornery, angry, ideological, dramatic, and occasionally demagogic. But you get back to it. You get back to that sense of justice, and that's really important and wonderful about you. Empathy is the glue that binds community, the quality that makes the transition from global destruction to sustainability even imaginable. Empathy creates the possibility of learning that is emotional as well as intellectual and therefore transformative. Hampshire's approach, treating classes as a shared enterprise in learning, enhances your own tendency toward empathy because Hampshire faculty work so hard to draw out, explore, and respect your ideas. Having our feelings and our ideas respected, we develop the capacity for authenticity, to be and to express our genuine selves and to respond to the authentic feelings and needs of others. Empathy enables leadership, because the essence of leadership is not the exercise of authority, but the building of shared understanding. Leadership isn't imposed like learning, it is mostly dialogue. And empathy is a powerful means, perhaps in the end the only means, to overcome the effects of the unconscious biases we absorb from our culture and to which we respond without awareness, but no less destructively for all that. What Shankar Vedantam calls the hidden brain. As our society moves towards dismantling officially sanctioned racism, sexism, and homophobia, we are left still with a culture that inculcates prejudice, false expectations, and fear. Vedantam describes research tracking the attitudes of children from preschool to junior high. They begin free of race-based biases or preconceptions, but by the time they are 9 or 10, they have developed unconscious bias. Children of color as well as white children, regardless of how hard their families try to teach fairness and acceptance. How does this happen? Where does it come from? Well, we absorb it from television, from advertising, from lyrics, from the vast flow of digital pop culture, and our culture teaches it. We learn it from our elders who themselves soaked it up unconsciously as children. It is a cycle we have to break. Perhaps our speaker today and the pioneering show she stars in will begin to help to change that. So Ms. Cox, you know that they chose you. This is not a top-down. You made a really good choice. But empathy is an antidote. It is hard to profile someone if we put ourselves in their place and are able to feel what they feel. I admire you, my friends, especially for your capacity for empathy and your passion for justice. I know that you can learn anything, you will invent what you need, you will build what you can imagine, you will change the world. You've rung our bell, now ring the bells of society. Again, knowing you, I don't have to tell you that. You are what gives me hope. Thank you. Good luck.